Hello, crew. I am going to tell you about what happened in our day today. It's not going to be that exciting. You already, if you're paying attention, you watched the video from our walk this morning, which was what we did first thing. I actually woke up, we went to bed early, like real early, and I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning, and then got up at around 3:30 and worked on stuff on the computer, still editing pictures and so forth from yesterday, or the day. Yeah, it was from yesterday. Yes, this was this morning. And Sarah said, "Make sure you get me up, because I want to go for a walk and see the sunrise." Because we decided that that was something we wanted to prioritize. So I got her up at 5:30. We left the house at 6, went and caught the sunrise, and hustled to get back into Carnarvon for the 8 o'clock walk with our neighbors, which was lovely. Got to hang out with all of our neighbors and chat with them. Not all of them, but a number of them, and get a little caught up. And then, after conversation, we were back in the house by a little after 9:30-ish. And at that point, I made breakfast because I was starving. And Sarah actually worked on writing, and I made the video that you hopefully saw of the walk, and edited the pictures. I'm still working on editing the pictures that I took from that walk. And that lasted until, I don't know, early afternoon. And one of the things that was interesting was there was a endurance race that was started at a little after 6:15 this morning from the castle here. And they did this 33-mile loop where they walked and ran all the way around to the Watkins Path and up the Watkins Path to the summit of Urwidva or Snowdonia, and then back down, I think, the Ranger Path, or maybe Ridley, I'm not sure which one, and then ended up over there. And so on our way back from our hike this morning, we drove past their ending spot. Last night when we were out for a walk, we went past the beginning spot. And then halfway back to Carnarvon, we passed a bunch of the guys who were out, and they were only about 3 miles into their day, into a very long day. I've done 34 miles before in a day, but it was not with the elevation gain that they're talking about doing. Anyway, kind of cool. Let's see. Oh, so after like around 1 o'clock, we went out in the afternoon, and there was something going on in town, some huge event with kids. And so there were parents and kids like packing the whole town. We ran into our neighbor, Tom, and his 2 boys, and they were going to the castle. And so we had a nice chat, walked up there with him. And then we, I don't know if you remember last year, my cell phone, there was this thing where Sherry was supposed to bring me my other cell phone. Well, I brought my other cell phone, but the screen is really cracked and unusable in certain ways. And so I tried to get it replaced in the US before we left, and they were going to charge me $240. I was like, that's way too much. So there's a place here in town. So I went to him and asked what they were going to charge to replace it. And it was like £100 for the cheap knockoff replacement and £160 for a new Pixel screen. And I was like, how much is a new phone? So I paid £120 and got a new Galaxy Samsung, low-end phone. And then spent some time reconfiguring it. And I think that's going to be better. It's a smaller phone. I like the smaller phone. It's got a bunch of, things I like. So anyway, bought a new phone. And then we went looking to buy some house fans because Sarah wanted the noise when we sleep. And both the places we went to look for house fans, they don't have them. I guess this time of year, nobody's buying house fans, so they don't stock them. So we're going to have to go find a bigger store somewhere and see what we can track down. So after that, we came home and puttered around, and our manager and friend Chris came over, and we went through a number of things with the house that she'd found. And little things that we didn't know about, some of which we can fix right away, others are maybe more of a hassle, but nothing huge. But had a good talk with her about how things were going, and then finished that up and had dinner. And the weather today was uh, hit and miss. It was it was supposed to be miserable rain, and it was great this morning when we went out. It was nice when we walked with our neighbors. Started raining right when we got back. And then you'll see the footage of I went out to shoot the sunset a little bit, and it was clearly raining while I was out there, but the sun was peeking through. So it was a good day, and that is my story, and I'm sticking to it.